Hello, this is Noreen from Joya Cards, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! For more of my Stampin' Up! Card videos, please click that subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when my videos release. Anyway, now let's go make a card. Hello everybody! Today I'm going to show you some cards on the flowering tulips. Now, I just did a video on January 30th, 2022, and I showed you how you could cut everything out and how to put the flowers together. So let me just show you a clip of just putting the tulips together real quick, and I'll be right back. And I've got them all laid out here, and I'm going to take my little, I don't even know what these are called, but I'm sure somebody will leave a comment. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take them and I'm going to put some curl to them. Now, you don't have to worry about these so much, but this one you definitely want to curl. Now, you don't have to curl them if you don't want to, like I did here. I didn't curl these two here, but I curled these two. If you're going to put these in the mail, might as well not curl them because they'll get squished anyway. But if you're going to hand deliver a card, yeah, it might be nicer just to give them a curl. So you can use one of these little devices, or you can use your bone folder as well, and you can kind of just give it a curl here, just like that. And then for these, you need to, let me show you how to fold these first. So I'm going to take, and there are little score lines on the side. So there's a middle and then two sides. So when you take it, you're going to want to take your bone folder and give it a little score, because you do want these to close. And a lot of the issue with this particular die and making these flowers is getting them sealed and what kind of tape or glue you want to use to keep them closed. Now, this particular one only has one score line on it, so it just folds in half. And I'm going to score it a little bit like that. And then I'm going to look at it. This is the front of the flower, and we're going to shove things inside of it. So the back needs to be curled out, okay? And then the front needs to be curled out, because you want to go from the inside out. So open this up. And these are little, they're hard to hold on to because these die cuts are pretty small. So I'm going to just curl this out like that. And just take this one and curl it out like this. And I mentioned very briefly, I do give away demo cards. Every video that I make, I give away the demo card, because I would have 50 million demo cards here in my craft room. And the craft room monster, which has eaten a few things, is not very nice to me. And like he lives primarily on my craft table. Like, I could have my stale right here, and the monster will go, he'll take it and move it for a half an hour minimum. And then by the time I'm very frustrated and want to throw something through the window, he'll put it right back in front of me, and it's like, it was right here. So I don't like to keep demo cards. So if you are a first-time subscriber, like, subscribe, put your email in the comments and say, I want to win a demo card. And guess what? I'll email you back and say you won the card. And even if I've given those away, I've got plenty of cards to give away. So I'll give out the card. But if you say you want the demo card and don't put your email address, I can't contact you. I can reply to the comment, but unless you've got that alarm turned on to know that you've got a response from YouTube, you'll never know that I'm commenting back and saying, hey, give me your email address and I'll send it out. So just leave your email and I'll send you out the card. But you have to be a first-time subscriber to do that. Now this one you would think is this way, but it's not, it's this way. So you just have to kind of go by how the flowers looked and how you want to turn out your thing. So I'll just turn this out. And I love demonstrators, subscribers. If you're a demonstrator, you get a free card too. I don't mind. And you could totally case my cards. That's what the internet's for. So go ahead and like and subscribe and put a comment in, and that'd be awesome. So I'm just now done kind of turning out my flowers. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, and I didn't do this, and I'm going to do it real quick and come back, is I need to make another one of these. So two of these are full flowers, these two right here. And this one is like a bud. And the bud is going to get the yellow inside, and the other two are going to get the same color one. So I need to make one more of these because they both go in here. So I'm going to do that real quick and I'll be right back. I'm back. So I just want to clarify, I'm taking the 3 big flower die cuts. I'm going to cut out 3 of these, 2 in the Mango Melody and 1 in So Saffron. And then you're going to cut 2 of these in the Mango Melody, and you're going to go through the daubing and you're going to curl them up like so. All right, now that we're back here, let's go ahead and assemble a flower. So you have this flower right here, and it's this particular one. It's all curled and it's colored and everything. And you want to put in the bottom layer first. So I'm going to take another Mango Melody and I'm going to open this up, and then I'm going to take a mini dimensional. Okay, and I'm going to take that mini dimensional and put it in the middle like this. And I'm going to lay this piece right in the middle like so. So you've got this so far. Now you can stop at that if you want, but I don't want to do that. And if you're going to stop at that, I would take that dauber again and do the inside of the back because it'll be seen, but we're not going to do it for this one. And then I'm going to take that one. Okay, you've got 2 of these. So I'm going to grab that one and I'm going to take another dimensional and I'm going to put a couple here and then take the little papers off. And then I'm going to put another one on top of it because this thing is curled. So it's not going to really touch it if I only put one. So I'm going to take another one and put it, stack it right on top of the first one you put down. And then I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to layer it on top, just like that. Now you got to make sure that you can't see your dimensional. So I'm going to only put the 1 instead of the 2 stacked up. So I've got 1 dimensional with another dimensional on top of it. This will make it pop out. Okay. Now let's take some tear tape, because the problem with getting these to close is you got a lot of things wanting to force it back open. So I'm going to take a piece of tear tape and then I'm going to grab some good scissors that don't like stick to the blades here, that non-stick blade scissors. And I'm going to cut it in half because we're not dealing with a lot of real estate here. And I'm going to put one on that side and one on this side and pull this up. And depending on how much you curled, I might have to move that tape over so it hits the other side of the flower. So we got those off, and then I'm going to stick that 1 tear tape in and 1 tear tape, and that's how you get it to stay closed, because tear tape is pretty darn good. So that should stay like that. And then I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to take that middle part and the other Mango Melody one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use 1 dimensional and just put it like right there. And this back piece is not curled, so I don't have to worry about the curl and stacking up the dimensional. And I'm just going to put it right here. And then I'm going to take, whoopsie, there goes one of my leaves. And I'm going to put 1 dimensional here, tear the back off, and put another one on top of it because we curled our flower. Now, if you leave them flat, you only have to use 1 dimensional, but I would still use, even when they're flat and you don't curl them, use dimensionals because you want that thing to stick. So, and then I'm going to put this one in the middle and push on it. And then the same thing with the tear tape. I'm going to just take a little piece of tear tape and I'm going to cut it in half with my good non-stick blade scissors. And we're going to go the little side first over the big side and just kind of line it up, see where that tear tape's going to hit the inside, and then put that in here. You don't realize how small these are until you start working with them, because if you find yourself dropping the flower, it's like that's normal. Now I'm going to pull this tape up. Okay, I'm going to stick that here. And if it doesn't stick, it's like just adjust your tear tape. So there you go. And it has that nice open part to it. So there's 2 flowers there. And you might have to stick another piece of tear tape. In fact, I'm going to. You just kind of have to play with your tear tape and figure out where it's hitting. Like, I'm going to put another one right there. Okay. And it will definitely stick. And then you've got the little bud. So this is the one where I use the different color because you don't see a lot of it. So I just made it a different color on this one because it's just so tiny. And I didn't color it as much. I left a lot of that saffron color there. Okay. And then of course, once again, with the tear tape, put that down on that side, and then you have to do the other side as well, and that other side is really thin. So just take your scissors, and I'm going to take off the paper on my finger and just get it right on the inside edge there. Let go, let go. I'm going to put the small one down first, and then the bigger one. And that's how you do the buds. Now, let's go ahead and put it on our white piece. Now, here's going to be one of the cards that you'll see in a few days. On Thursday, it's February, I think 3rd or something, 2022, because you're in the future now. Anyway, so I'm going to put this flower on this basic white. And then on Thursday, you'll see what I do with the flower. Now, if you do the same thing, that'd be cool. And we can see what everyone's come up with. So just post it on or put it on an email to me at Noreen@joyofcards.com. Anyway, so I'm going to put this flower up high because I don't know if I put it low, how much room I'll have up here. And I'm just going to go big, little, big. So these are going to be higher than that middle one. And I'm just going to snail it on like so. Big, big one. And then that bud right here in the middle. Okay, and I've got my DS paper that I pre-cut with the stems, everything. And you're seeing the back side. So you're seeing the back side of the DS paper. And I'm just going to run my snail. These are going to be the stems. And this is the grass. And at least 2 leaves. Now, you can add or subtract if you're going to do a mystery card with me. But here, I'm going to put it on like so. And I'm going to put this one on like so. I might cut this one because it goes down too far. In fact, I think I will. I'll just cut a little bit off. And put this on right here. You might have to lift up your flower. Just get it tucked under like that. Okay. And then I'm going to put some grass on. I'll put one right here. That's a little, I don't want it to go off the paper. Put one here. And maybe one minus my dog's hair. Minus the protein. I'll put one here. Oh, on top of the flower. That kind of looks cool. And then I'll put a little leaf here. And you know what? I think these should go on dimensionals. What do you think? I think I should. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on and finish up the card. Now, I do, like I said, I'm giving away a mystery card. So first time subscriber, like, subscribe, put your email in the comments. Say, I want to win a mystery card. I will send you out a mystery card if you're a first time subscriber. And then on the next video, I'm going to give away the cards that I make in the video as well. So you can get that as well. Now, here's just my basic thing. So when I come back on Thursday, I'll see what I do with this. You guys make your own too and show me what you've got. And then there'll be a couple more cards. So I just wanted to leave it as a tutorial for this video because they have a tendency to go too long. And I'll be back in a few days and let's see your cards. So, okay, so if you watched that video, if you watched it all the way through, you'll know that I actually have a mystery card challenge for everyone. So I would love to see your cards. Just email them to me at Noreen@joyofcards.com. But what I did here is I went ahead and took that detailed trio and I cut the paper a little smaller, and I used both the rounding part and the flower part, because you can use them together, and made this nice design. And then of course I used the Field of Flowers DS paper, and this etching here is from Painted Labels. It's the rectangle, and I just cut it apart. So that's really cool. And I put those brushed brass butterflies. Boy, say that 3 times fast. And then the inside, I kind of keep all my insides simple, and I don't put sentiments on my insides because I'm making these in advance. I don't know who they're going to, and a lot of times I'll go for a card and the inside will like kill it. So I just went ahead and used the detail trio again and stamped one of the tulips. And let me show you 4 more cards. Here's card number 2. Now all of my dimensions and everything I've used for the card is in the description of my video, so just pop that up, and so you don't have to frantically write down anything. So this card, I used this die here and I cut it 3 times. This green right here is from Flowering Fields, and then what I did is the flowers are actually all connected, so it was really nice. So I just popped the heads off of the stems, and I cut this in Saffron, and then I cut the whole piece again in Fresh Freesia. Now when you layer something inside like this and there's a million little pieces, when you cut your piece, take it over to your table, take the top plate off real gentle to make sure anything doesn't stick, and then remove the die from the plate and then put it on top of whatever you want layered. And a lot of those little pieces will still be stuck in here. And if you put glue inside the little holes here and put this on top and just take your pick tool and just push them in, a lot of them will just line up, so you don't have to sit there for a million years and line it up. So there was only a few that I had to put in there. And of course this is the Flowering Fields. I just took the part where I could get a little more of the sky rather than cloud, so I cut a little piece off. And then the brushed brass butterflies, and then these are the layering circles. I took the 4th and 5th one in Fresh Freesia, and also the open weave Fresh Freesia ribbon, and I've got a little pokey bit of white here too. And then inside I just layered Fresh Freesia, so Saffron and the white, and used that little decorative stamp. And this is card number 2. Here's card number 3, and what I did is I took that Evening Evergreen, the Flowering Fields, and then this is Soft Succulent, and I took that embossing flower that has the little like leaves on it. It is greenery embossed folders, and there are 2 of them. So I just took this one and I made the background, and then the Evening Evergreen, this is scallop contours, and then I cut the flowers also from the DS paper. Now in my video, if you watched the one previous, you can also cut that light pool party in the Petal Pink one DS paper, the sky, and make this flower. So I wanted to show you like all different colors of flowers. So I took the purple one, and then I cut the grass out of that DS paper. That green is awesome. And then on the inside I just made it simple again, Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, the basic white, and then I did Rich Razzleberry and Fresh Freesia, and the ink for the inside here is Soft Suede. So this is card number 3. Here's card number 4, and if you notice, I'm using different kinds of way to get this flower. So I did cut from DS paper, or I cut on solid paper and I colored them. And this one is I stamped it, and then I used the open die, because you've got these open dies here, and they cut out the etching of the, if you stamp it. And then I stamped off some of the stems and the leaves in both Pear Pizzazz and Old Olive, and I put in those brushed brass butterflies, and then just stamped the I love you and just cut it out in a square. And then the inside is just basic Poppy Parade, so Saffron, basic white, and put a couple of tulips in there. And this is card number 4. Here's card number 5, and this one I stamped the flower instead of, you know, cutting it out or, you know, any of that. So this is Ornate Layers, this rectangle here, and I just stamped it. I only used Pear Pizzazz because it was a little dark if I used the other colors. And then Poppy Parade and Petal Pink. That brass butterfly, I used the Pear Pizzazz for the sentiment. And then the inside, I just used the Pool Party, which is the color behind here, and Petal Pink and the white, and use the decorative stamp that they gave us. And that is it. So you can see the different ways I used those tulips. So sorry I didn't actually make a card. I've got a card class in 2 days and I am super behind. If you're a demonstrator, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're a first-time subscriber, like, subscribe, put a comment in that you want to win a demo card, and put your email address. I can't contact you and get your address if I don't have your email address to get that. So I am giving these away. I always give away my demo cards. So first time subscriber, like, subscribe, put in a comment with your email, and I'll get one out to you. And that'll do it for me. Thanks. Bye.